Okay. Well, this is a little terrifying if it's true. One, I forgot that the device I was using to remotely initiate the stream was actually capturing the stream. So I had to run all the way up to my office to start the stream, which means I can't end it. But the fact that it even is on there, that's a good thing. So hopefully this is working. Facebook, YouTube, and X. My computer, nowhere to be found. I don't have any hubs or anything else, so hopefully this is working. If it's not, you'll just either see nothing or you'll just see me flailing without being able to hear anything. But I have a wireless mic on. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras, I thought. Oh, 4 cameras. And then I have a mixer that is processing the sound for the piano, as well as serving as a receiver for this mic. And then I have everything running through 2 enormous, like when I'm talking enormous, like long, I think 150 feet, something crazy like that, but Ethernet, or not Ethernet, sorry, fiber optic cables. And those are running all the way up to the top of my house. And every indication shows me that it's working. So we're gonna try this. I'm gonna get some ice cream churning, and then I'm going to sit at the piano. Okay, hopefully this works. If it doesn't, whatever. Okay. I have to remember that I'm actually mic'd up now, so anything I mutter to myself is liable to get me in trouble. Okay. Probably more accurately, people will just be like, who's this nut job? What's his problem? Okay. So, I think I got it pretty close. I've never made either one of these. The raspberry cream, oh my goodness. I don't like to boast about my own creations, but that was crazy good. This one, I haven't tried it yet, but I have a test batch that is in the freezer now. I decided to layer it, and I think I'm gonna do that again. I'm going to do 2 things differently this time. I'm gonna use this this will be the same sort of. So I used just a Pyrex for the test batch like this. And normally they go into these airtight containers. So I'm actually gonna do that too. I'm gonna transfer it into the aging container and the stuff that's been done. But I've never done a layered ice cream, and so this is my very first. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this Pyrex dish into the freezer beforehand, because with the test batch, I realized that it was at room temperature and the ice cream that had just been churned started melting rapidly. Okay. Boy, I really hope this works. That'd be great. So I have a thing where I really dislike overhead lights during the daytime. Don't ask me why, unless you want a really complicated answer. And I just realized that there's drywall dust all over these light switches from when I installed my, oh, there's a camera there. So I just realized that there is a bunch of drywall dust here from when I installed these ukulele mounts. They're actually not ukulele mounts, but yeah, something. Okay, here we go. So I will be right back. This part was a little weird, but it's just the way it is. Okay, and I just cleaned and disinfected the counter before doing any of this. All right. So I will be right back. Out in the deep freezer is one of my mini freeze bowls. And I put it in there so that it really gets super duper duper cold. And I put on oven mitts. It's cold. If you held it for too long, you'd get frostbite. But I just do that so that it doesn't transfer the heat energy from my body into the bowl, which is not good for making ice cream. So I'm gonna stop talking because every second that that's out, it gets a little bit warmer. So I'll be right back. I wonder if that thing's gonna follow me. It sure is. Wow, weird. Oh, right, I'm in my garage now. Where'd all these drumsticks keep coming? Oh, there's ice cream in there. More ice cream. I wonder, I don't even know what flavor that is. I have to look, but not right now. Okay. Heck, here I am making ice cream and I already had some in there. Not a lot. Okay. This is just one. Depending on a couple of different circumstances, I think, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to move up to some heavier equipment than the three things I'm using because it's just, yes, it can be done, you know, that's what I'm doing, but like the volume can be problematic. And what I really need is to step up to a compressor style. No more freeze bowls. That way I can just churn ice cream until the cows come home. I'm actually, I try to use idioms now. Oh, I wonder, is that thing still looking over there? Great. No face detection, okay. I try to use idioms now, just in case anyone from Vietnam is watching. I said, with a compressor churning system, I could make ice cream until the cows come home. There's an idiom, American for you. Particularly, I'd say popular in Wisconsin. All right. Now I should add that this whole thing, this is essentially a test batch. I didn't know how this was going to turn out, nor the raspberry, so I didn't go crazy, just in case it, if it wasn't great. I don't want to waste all that. It's not cheap to make this stuff using good quality ingredients. So that is that. And okay. You know, I could probably do this differently now. So these are designed specifically for ice cream, for aging ice cream. They have a smooth interior, they're airtight, they don't have any taste or anything like that. They can be sterilized. And you'll see what I'm talking about here. Because I layered it, these were full of other ice cream. So I used a Pyrex dish, and I'm wondering if with this, now that these are clean, I can just layer it right in there in the aging thingy. Maybe. We'll see. I believe I muted all of the other mics. So hopefully there's not a whole lot of noise. Beyond the constant grinding. Okay. Should we see what we're working with here? So this is, I wonder if it's on there. Yeah, you can see that. So this is my very first, careful. I want to make sure it's still in view. And today I was going to transfer this into not these containers, but same premise, but these come in different sizes. There's quart, 2 quart, which is half gallon. You have smaller ones, of course, but I never make a batch that's that small. All right, so this has caramel mocha frozen custard with a layer of homemade salted caramel and then covered with more custard. I'm like, should I put it into the aging containers, or should I just start putting it into the final ones, because I can do that. Yeah, why not, right? It's aged enough, probably. When they say aging, it usually is only 1 to 2 days. All right. Let's grab some different utensils then. Ever since I was playing the piano, maybe 2 days ago, or no, it was yesterday. What am I thinking? Where the heck is that? I just had a whole bunch of ice cream containers that were. Oh shoot, I was supposed to. Never mind. Oh well. I was supposed to let somebody know when I was live streaming on a platform that was not Facebook, and I forgot to do that. Okay. We're just gonna do this. I don't have labels or anything yet for this flavor, but I have 2 different varieties of these containers These are 4-ounce. I've tried so many different things. Like when I first started doing this, I'm giving, kids like this big. I didn't know how big it was. I'm like, yeah, that looks like a small amount. It's like close to a pint of ice cream. And the parents are like, a little bit less is okay. I'm like, oh, is that too much? So now I actually know exactly how much. And this seems to be like the sweet spot. I could do one size smaller, but that's like for ice cream, it's a little too small. So this is like a healthy amount for kids, just enough for adults. And it's not as expensive as doing larger amounts, so good stuff. All right, so normally this would have been sitting in these containers for a few days, but, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna... No, it's funny, when it's stuff that I'm making for me or for me and my mom, all these like precautions that they mostly go out the window and were reasonable, I should say, but I just changed my gloves because I touched a few things and then I realized I think I touched my face too, so just in case. All right. I've said I've never done one of these, but I take that back. I tried one. Yeah, it's okay. I tried one, and I've gotten so much better at this, but I did pretty well at the time, and it was a very good, soft custard, just like this one is, and which is great, but I did not let it, like I just was like, okay, freshly churned custard, here we go. And then on top of that, I put the still slightly warm sauce I had made to go with it. And it was like, it looked like it was like not even real actually, because I had one of these mini tubs like this. And it was like, okay, great. And I drizzled the still somewhat warm sauce over all the freshly made ice cream, and then I was going to layer it. And when I went to go finish and put the next layer on, I was like, what happened to all the filling? It was like, it just disappeared. No, the ice cream looked like there had never been anything added. And it had achieved this strange state where the whole thing just slowly like melted right through down the middle, and then the ice cream just kind of closed in over the top. So on the bottom was this now solidified mass. So this is way better, but I've gotten better at making caramel and ice cream, both. I think both of these are going to be pretty popular. I should probably, I was going to say, I should take some to choir. That's a dumb thing to say. Like, I don't think that taking it there is an option. Certain people there would come with pitchforks. Not naming any names. Okay. So, let's see. I know this is very precise and scientific, but with these weirdo test batches that I do, and I even if this one's really good, it's going to be very, very difficult for me to replicate this one. I can kind of remember what went into it, but that secret ingredient that I was using just because I didn't want it to go to waste would be the tough part, which was me screwing up a batch of caramel sauce. Didn't I just say that, like, I've gotten so much better? Well, I really messed it up the other day. All right. I'm putting this at like a 20% chance that I'm just talking to nobody right now, and that none of this is working. I put it at a 30 to 40% chance that part of it's working, but like maybe the sound isn't working. Then I give it about 40 to 50% chance of it actually all working, because it said it was, but I've been fooled so many times. All right. I think I'm just gonna not do this whole thing right now because I got a lot more to do, and I don't have the labels made or designed even. I think like those are the little details, right? Yes, is it extra? That's as some of the kids say, but I think attention to detail matters in everything you do. If something is worth doing, it's worth doing well, in my opinion. And so, yeah, I like to do that. But the point I was getting at is that it's all of those little things, like making labels and designing that stuff, and it all takes time, and I have to do it all by myself. I'm not complaining, I'm just being honest about the nature of things. So I do this when I can, as to not disappoint the kids, but sometimes finding the time is a little bit of a challenge. All right. Regardless of what I'm doing with this, I always do that. You'd think with the thousands of these that I've put together, I'd be able to do it and not make a complete mess of things. Well, if this is working, see, and then this is the best. I don't always do this, but oops, when I can, I like to just, I have a thing about textures and stuff being even, symmetrical if possible. Weird, I know. But that's just the way I've been my whole life. All right, let's put these guys in here for right now. I know I've said this already, but I'm very excited to see if this stream setup works, because that is going to give me some peace of mind, for sure. I just realized that there's not enough in the way of lids. I have more, but that just means I have to go and get them. I don't feel like going to get them. I wonder if these other ones will fit. What I usually do is sometimes it's a little bit intentional, but I'll make some rejects. I'm like, okay, these are in the freezer. If anybody wants to eat them, you know. Not gonna name any names. So usually what I'll do is like, I'll do that if for some reason I realize like I've accidentally used this utensil for something, or I didn't have my gloves on and I, touch the lid of something, then I'm like, okay, that one can go into the snafu pile. It should also be noted that I'm not required to do any of this. This is my mother, Mary Ann. You can say hi if you want. Did you hear me? Did you hear me?
What?
I said you can say hi if you want.
Who am I saying hi to?
Whoever's watching.
Oh, yeah.
And when I'm done with this, I will go and get a lid for that one. But I'm going to put this one away. Oh, wow. That one is like almost ready to go, isn't it? So I will finish this later. And this is like immaculate compared to what things looked like when I first decided to try making ice cream. But there's absolutely no way to do this without making at least a little bit of a mess. All right, so now we're gonna stop this and then we're gonna layer this. And I'm gonna try to layer it using these containers. Scowling at the fiber optic cables that are powering this live feed. Oh well. Can't please everybody. So if you do this efficiently, basically quickly, you can do multiple outputs from one bowl. Okay. Getting that out is the hardest part, though. And I want to try to touch that bowl as little as I can. And then start it up again as quickly as I can. It doesn't get perfectly clean. Actually, I kind of like to have a little bit in there, kind of like a starter seed. All right. This is going to get cleaned up first. And I'm going to let these things chill before I do the layering so I don't have another problem of stuff just melting right through it and turning into a big lump on the bottom. Okay. So this is going in this freezer. Man, I'm going to have to start transferring stuff soon. Okay. New gloves. Here we go. Get this going, and then I'm going to play piano. And then I'm going to end this crazy experimental live stream and see if it was actually successful. It'll be great if it was, because then it just means all I need to do is run 2 cables in the future, and I don't have to disconnect 5 to 7 hard drives. Because you can only do that so many times before bad things happen. But it's necessary in order to move my laptop. So I thought I was going to have to get another computer just for streaming. Then I'm like, wait a second. I've got weird stuff that nobody else normally has. Like, what? You have stuff that I bought at incredible discounts from sketchy Chinese places. Like, I never know when I might need 175 feet of 10 gigabit per second cable that does this and that. Ha. And they laughed at me. They laughed, I tell ya. Who's laughing now? Okay. I hope you don't mind. I'm not going to bother. Should I be polite and like clean all this up now? Heck no. Okay. But what I can do is see if the rest of this jury-rigged live stream thing worked. Okay, when I go to the piano, here's what I'm going to do. See if this works. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. We're in business now. Oof. I really want to wash my hands so bad. Now, I think I should. Why don't we turn this one off? And I'll turn the other ones on. Check, check. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now I've transitioned from ice cream to piano. Oh, I do this sometimes. So I'm just going to mess around for like 5 minutes, and then I'm going to go and finish off the ice cream or check on it. And then I'll end this stream. Maybe I'll do something later. So I'm on a wait list right now for ANA. And on paper, it looks like it would be a no-brainer, for clearing. My gut instincts are telling me no, so I'm going to cancel it today. And look at some other options. I might even... Oh, I don't even want to say it. Pay cash and fly economy. Oh, the things I do for these kids. That's to Vietnam. I've done all of those flights many times in economy, but after a while, you have so many points and everything, and it's like you just get used to using them for really worthwhile upgrades, Trans-Pacific in particular. So it's like, when you have to go back to the old way of doing it after so long, you're like, yeah, it's just, first world problems for sure, I just like it because sometimes the connections are kind of weird. Or actually, I should say, it gives me options because, I don't know, my phone that's right here looking at me, it's buzzing. And it wouldn't be a phone call or text, so, or message or anything like that, because I have all of those disabled. But it's either security camera or it's telling me, hey, because that's what's controlling the remote talking of one thing to the other. Anyway, it's probably telling me like, hey, hey jerk, your feed is over. That was my ice cream timer. I think I can do another 3 minutes. You know what's really ridiculous? I actually, while I was playing that, I just thought, like, what if I go onto Facebook on this iPad and then I can see how far my ice cream is? And like, wow, that is the epitome of lazy American. Oh, I have to do something. I'm not going to do that live. Oh, if I do it live, it'll be when he's watching. There's a very, very important birthday that I have to acknowledge. What key would I play it in? I should ask Dr. Aaron. Almost there. I'll figure it out, but... Three, two, one. Okay. See you over there. Okay. Now. Okay. I'm glad there's only a small amount because the bowl must be just a little bit warmer than normal. Probably because I was sitting there live streaming, futzing with it. But... Okay. Well then, I think I'm gonna play like one or two more things on the piano. Oh man, I bet that thing didn't even follow me, did it? Sure didn't. This is... Sally. She gets distracted easily. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna let that go for 5 minutes. I'll play one more thing. Then I'm gonna like fly up a million flights of stairs and... Oh wait, I can try to end it. I'll just unplug that camera. It'll be horribly unprofessional and probably won't work anyway, but that never stopped me. Here we go. Okay. All right, here we go. And with the temperature of that, I don't need to worry about it. Like, sometimes it can actually, depending on the ice cream, it can get like too churned almost. I know that sounds dumb, but it's all about the consistency. And that's better because it gives the other one more time to cool down. I can't remember the Holy Soul. I don't know. It's not, I mean, it's not a popular song. It's one from forever ago. But I think that's how it goes. Okay. I played that the other day, didn't I? I mean, I played all this stuff. Okay, I haven't played on Suspiro for a while. Not on camera. That's when I practice the least lately. I've had some other things going on, but why don't I do that? I'll turn off this mic too since that thing's still going. And I'm going to extend this timer to... Forget it. I'll just end the stream after this. Okay. Un Suspiro by Franz Liszt, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I just have to say that was like one of the first hard parts of this that I learned. And this happens. And number one, I'm tired today, but number two, this happens in at least in piano, and I know other people, it's not just me. You get to a point where you've been working on this thing for so long, I mean, years now, where you're essentially finishing it, right? And then, like, the parts that you learned in the very beginning, it's like your brain is full and it just starts to push all that stuff that you could do in your sleep, you know? But anyway, or maybe I'm just thinking about different things. Who knows? But my apologies. Lots of mistakes, clearly. But this is just a test video anyway, and it's been a while. All right, let's go check on the ice cream. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? If you watch this, cool. Thank you. But I think I'm going to, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to unplug this camera. So if you're watching this, this is going to go dark. And then I'm going to see if I can actually end the stream remotely. That'll be so exciting. I should really put that on here. Okay.